And sometimes we got to come to a realization. We got to come to reality to understand that for some people, it's just never enough. It's never enough.
You spent 3 years working toward it. You sacrificed weekends, you delayed vacations, you told yourself, when I get there, everything changes. And then you got there and you waited for the feeling, and it came for maybe a day, maybe a week, and then it just faded. And what replaced it wasn't peace, it wasn't satisfaction, it was a strange, hollow emptiness. Like you've won the game and the screen just went dark. And the worst part, you felt guilty for feeling that way because you got to the thing you've been supposed to make you happy. Here's what nobody tells you: that emptiness has a name, it has a neuroscience, and it's been quietly ruining your entire life. It's called Arrival Fallacy. And once you understand it, you will never chase a goal the same way again.
I realized that, and it's like, no matter what you do, it's never enough. And that's the same thing for boys and girls. You know, any girls is watching, same thing. Like, you can do everything on planet Earth for somebody, and it's still just not work. Like, it almost makes you question yourself. Like, am I the problem?
Let me paint you a picture that might feel a little too familiar. You're 22, broke, grinding. You tell yourself, once I'm financially stable, I'll finally relax. Then you hit that financial stability and you still don't relax because you need the next promotion. And then you get that promotion. Now you need the title. You get the title. Now you need the corner office, the house, the car, the relationship, the six pack, and the follower account. At some point, if you're honest with yourself, you realize the finish line keeps moving. Not because you're greedy, not because you're ungrateful, but because something deeper is happening. Something biological that nobody ever explained to you. This isn't a failure of motivation, nor is it a character flaw. This is your brain doing exactly what it's built to do. And understanding the why is the first thing that actually helps.
I try my best, and it's never enough for anybody, you know?
Bro, you don't have to apologize for anything, okay? I'm really glad that you called.
So, what's the arrival fallacy? The term was coined by Harvard trained positive psychologist Dr. Tal Ben Shahar. It's the false belief that once you arrive at a certain destination, once you achieve the goal, you will reach lasting happiness. The fallacy is not goals are bad, the fallacy is in the word lasting. Because here's what's actually happening in your brain the whole time: dopamine, your brain's reward chemical, is not released when you achieve something, it's released when you're in the pursuit of it. So let me say that again because it's the whole point of the entire video. Your brain doesn't reward the arrival, it rewards the chase. When you're working towards something, when the goal is still just out of reach, your brain is flooded with dopamine. That's electricity you feel at 11 p.m. when you're still working because you're so close. That obsession, that drive. But the moment you cross the finish line, the uncertainty ends and the pursuit ends. And worst of all, the dopamine drops. Not because you failed, more so because you succeeded. Neuroscientists call this the reward prediction error. Your brain is constantly predicting future rewards. The anticipation of the reward, it activates your brain system far more powerfully than the reward itself. Once the prediction is confirmed, once you have the thing, the signal weakens and your brain moves on. This is why lottery winners return to their baseline happiness level within a year. People who land their dream job feel flat by month three. Couples who finally get married sometimes feel oddly empty on the honeymoon. Athletes who win championships often spiral into depression right after. This isn't ingratitude, this is the operation system of the human brain, one that evolved over hundreds of thousands of years to keep you moving, not to keep you content. Because a satisfied ancestor sat still, and unfortunately, a satisfied ancestor got eaten. Your brain was never built for arrival, it was built for the hunt.
I don't know if this feeling will last forever, but I am trying.
And here's where it gets painful. Because we don't just experience this emptiness quietly, we interpret it. We tell ourselves stories about what it means. I must not have actually wanted this. Maybe I'm just not capable of being happy. I need something bigger, something more. And the reason why I know this, because this happened to me. I immediately set a new goal, a bigger goal, and I sprinted toward it, convinced that this time it would be different. This time, the feeling will stick. Spoiler, it didn't. It didn't change what I was chasing, it didn't change how I was chasing it. Some people spend their entire lives in this loop, achieving, feeling nothing, achieving more, still feeling nothing, and then dying having crossed every finish line on their list, wondering why the race never felt won. And the cruelest part, the people around them looked at their life and called it successful. The arrival fallacy doesn't just steal your satisfaction, it can steal your entire relationship with your own life if you let it run on autopilot.
And you are the most competitive, most guarded, most stubborn, most challenging person I have ever met. And I love you.
So, what do you actually do with this? Because your brain is cooked, good luck is not actually useful. Here's what the research and honestly, what lived experience actually suggests. Number one, stop treating your goal as the point. Start treating the process as the point. This sounds like a bumper sticker until you actually apply it. What it means is deliberately engineer your goals so the daily practice isn't something you just choose, even if the outcome never came. The runner who genuinely loves running, not just a race, actual running, never hits the post marathon void the same way. The writer who loves the writing doesn't crater after the book deal. You're not removing ambition, you're relocating where you find meaning. Number two, build in deliberate arrival rituals. Your brain moves on fast. Help it slow down. When you hit a major milestone, mark it. Not with a party, but maybe some reflection, some journaling. Sit with it, acknowledge it, and acknowledge who you had to become to get there. Write it down. This isn't a feel good advice, it is actually neurologically backed. Actively savoring an experience extends its dopamine effect. You're teaching your brain to linger instead of sprint. Number three, redefine what success means in real time. Most people set a goal at 22 and measure their whole life again at 35, without ever asking if 30-year-old them still wants the same thing. The arrival fallacy hits differently and harder when you finally get something you've outgrown. Check in with your goals the way you check in with your body, regularly, honestly, and be honest with yourself about what has changed. And number four, maybe the most important one, separate your happiness from your achievements entirely. Not because achievements don't matter, but because if your happiness is conditional, if it lives on the other side of the next goal, you will spend your entire life in the waiting room of your own life. Happiness can't be earned, it has to be practiced right now, intentionally, in the middle of the pursuit, not at the end. That emptiness you feel after the big win, that's just your biology asking, okay, what's next? And now that you know that, you get to choose how you answer. And you keep running to the next thing, hoping this one finally sticks. Or you can start building a life where the running itself is the point, and the finish lines are just mile markers along the way. The arrival fallacy doesn't go away once you know about it, but it loses its power over you. And that might be the most useful thing you learned this year. Drop a comment. What goal did you finally hit only to feel nothing? I read every single comment. Like this video if it hit differently. Subscribe if you want more psychology that actually explains why you are the way you are. And I'll see you in the next one.